Welcome. How you guys doing? uh, yeah, I missed last Thursday. It's been a while since I skipped a stream. If anyone wants to like catch me up on what happened the last time, if you were here, yeah, let me know. I think we'll catch up where we were from I guess a whole week ago. We'll catch up. So all right, let you guys come on in. Come on in, guys. Welcome, welcome. It should be good. Needs to be I know, like a couple weeks ago was like our fake out finale of like the 6th. We finished the 6th, and it's like, hey, we got all the boxes. But now, whoop, here we go, loading in. Now we got 2 more, and we did the Applejack one, Applejack and Applejack, and now we got to do Derpy Hooves. So it should be fun. Welcome, guys. Come on in as I familiarize myself with Toon Boom. I haven't used it today, so. Like, what's this button do? Okay, cool. Okay, and that button. Okay, so just need to worry myself about these over here and my colors, and we should be almost ready to go. I just need to open this palette, and then we'll be ready. Let's see though. Where Yoshi fella hacked? Oh, he hacked my channel. Oh yeah. Play video games like that. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, put it past me. I had a nice sleep last time. So I don't remember what happened. But if it wasn't really turning out too great, yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Playing games like playing games like really bad or something, man. Oh boy. Let's see though. Here we go. Don't need a reference for Derpy, I don't think. Drawn it practically every day. I say drawn, but I guess I use puppets more often. When I animate, I usually use puppets, so I don't use frame by frame methods to like have to like I'm not manually drawing her in the cartoons that I got. I don't manually draw her every single time, so that helps a little bit. Not to get me insane, but if you do that, if you're an animator who does frame by frame, I envy you. Just how much dedication you guys got to the craft, you know. Who's that? Can't even see who wrote it. There's too many emojis. Pinky, thank you. I appreciate it, Pinky, but we have a rule of not having an abundance of emojis, so keep it to a minimum. Thank you. Alrighty. You can post like 1 or 2. That'll be fine. But otherwise, yeah. Okay, so let's go to underlay layer. Remember how to do this. Been working with the movie, actually. Been working on the Paper Derpy's first movie. Working on that. Getting really good. I say it a lot, but I actually did get a lot of really good progress this week. That I'm actually really pretty proud of it. I think some shots are virtually complete animation-wise. It'll just be if I want to do like a final cleanup, add some 3D shadows, and then add some more cleanup, any other characters in the background. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. Is I basically got the rough cut with the main characters in every shot. So I'm just going in and cleaning up and adding background characters every shot now. So I might have to do another pass through to add the cleanup after everything. So, but the shots that I got, the background characters are looking really more lively, and it feels more like a city with all the bustling cars and stuff going back and forth. So, having a lot of fun with that. So, I'll have to pick out a pose here first, but I guess I'll just start with a circle and then move from there. Let's see. This is be Derpy. We'll have to figure out what pose and angle. This should be our starting point. Might have to flip it and flip it and see that. Yeah, that doesn't. Let's flip it. There you go. So I'm pretty happy with what's been going on. Feels like it's been like in development for like just part 4 has been in development for like the last like 3 or 4 months or more. So it's like Jeez. So it's like it's some shots that feel okay-ish. It's like feel like it's complete scene. It's like, man, that feels pretty good. I don't know. What kind of pose? I'm indifferent to like the front-facing kind of like, yay, kind of like happy or hugging pose. Maybe I can play around with my virtual to see what kind of thing I want. Like a yeah, like haha, like yeah, like maybe like a haha, haha. I don't know. What's going on? Hi guys. Hi Joe. Yeah, AF. Alrighty. Let's see though. Hi from Spain. Let's see. Didn't clean and work on somebody long swings is on 2, so my hands are not been happy. Jeez. Hi Ben. Oh boy. When I drew during a drop out program. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way of spelling program. Not sure if I'm fond of it. Program me. Let's get some center lines, show some form. So I figured out they're not just like random lines. It's like, oh, I'm gonna divide it in half. It actually means the form of how, like a basketball, where like it kind of actually goes up and then loops all the way around. It's more like this kind of a shape. So you have to imagine it going all the way around and then figuring that out. This might actually be more closer to something like this. So, and this goes the other way too. You know, that's what you're really doing, but you're only like doing the shorthand of it to get this going. Alrighty. Yo. Baby Derpy is looking at a muffin that has her face. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think too far into this, so I guess anything can work at this point. Let's get a little tummy. There you go. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, because my original plot was just gonna be like some generic-y pose, so actually that might work. Do we like that? I can have like the muffin maybe be here-ish. Let's see. Probably has to be pretty big, or it could be like the Applejack, where it's just kind of floating. Maybe. I don't know. Where my generic drawing skills are going on here. Someone's turning to looking at food stuff. Yeah. Oh, but she's excited about it. Oh, okay. That changes it. Yeah, I don't know what we last time for context. Yeah, with the see if I can do it. There you go. Yeah, last time we had Applejack look at a Applejack, and then she's concerned. So I guess with the disturbing one, we can have it be more happy. Big eyeballs, eyeball holes. There you go. Ears. I never really know how to draw ears. I usually just kind of draw 2 lines and then just kind of hope that it kind of works. Kind of like arc it down to this kind of point. If I don't like the tip or something, I can just undo it and then try to round it out like that. So, not too scientific with it, but there you go. Nose kind of goes over the eye a little bit. And then there's a trick where I found some artists use, like where they kind of make the nose but then don't connect it. Like there's a visible line that'll connect between here to here, and then you can add a mouth or a triangle like that. I don't know. I can change it to be slightly smaller. It'll help when there's hair, because that'll feel it'll fill it out easier. Let's see. I can never like hold it maybe. That might help. Shoulder. Might have to move this one. Just kind of like figuring it out. It's my sketch phase I'm not worried about too much, but a lot of the anatomy is going to be important here to get this going. So, do have to worry about it a little bit. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, I get it. Yeah, why? I think it was, yeah. I mean, it's going to be my art style no matter what I do. So, I kind of just took, oh, you mean with Derpy? Okay, gotcha. Why Derpy's not being on model as much as I'm just kind of free-falling it. Free-balling it. Hey, Deadpool. Because I think it's more fun. I think with the Applejack one, I wanted to make it, like, seem more real. Or, like, seem more authentic. It's not like there's probably Applejack fans that would consider it to be nicer if it was closer to quote on model of G4 style or something. And I feel like with this I've gotten so far with Derpy designs and stuff that it's like I want to try something new. Try something different for this one. I just don't see it too big. I guess I could just make the skull. Whoop. Now is it better? She's kind of like looking down, so I can have... How does it work? If she's looking down, then the ear would be... Maybe also a little bit down. There you go. Because I know I'm going to have like this giant hair thing that's going to go wow. You know, like this. Whoosh. I have to look at my model. Okay. Let's see. So this goes back up. Let's go. Because I'm going to have like this and the hair is going to be huge. So that's why I'm like... Don't really see the ear being huge as well being an issue. Just trying to get some kind of shape going on here, and then it kind of goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I think so too. Having like large features does help. I'm gonna add like one little point so I can actually have this shape work a little better. It's kind of like Timmy Turner at this point, and that kind of worked. And then angle this down. Pop. Connect those lines. There we go. Put her in the male girl outfit. I think it's cute without it. Hello. Welcome. Just trying to feel this out and trying to figure out what I want to do with this. I think this works. That's what I mean, like the hair is now the same kind of size relatively to the rest of it, that I think it kind of works. I can pop this. Actually, does that work? Maybe I need to do the other button. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why I need to just learn to move for a hot second to learn that. Okay. Don't need these anymore. There you go. It's distracted me. So she'll be like excited. So cheek up, maybe. And then some kind of looking down. That's the opposite of what. Something kind of close. I'll probably use circles for this, so not too, I guess, worried about it. Maybe eyebrows. I don't know. Eyelashes are important. Since we kind of go down, and then there'd be like some kind of cheek shape. Kind of goes flat and up. Just designing this. I don't know what kind of cartoony design I got here, but here we go. Yeah, it's like a mix between G4 and Pony Life at this point. Like I don't know what this is. Let's see. What was that? Or you mean like between here and here? Let's see. Okie dokie. Let's see. Gotcha. No worries. Okay. So I wanted... Oh, neck hair. Neck hair is... I never know how to draw it. It's kind of these nice... Hup. shapes. And then down, up, down, down, up. Kind of a shape sort of like that. I think that's cute. One at the belly button. Let's see, this can go up. This can be angled up. Okay. I mean, without anything, I would say like the arm is a little too long, but okay. So I can remove some of these, and do something like that, and then round it out, and then say, pretty. Feels cartoony and bubbly, which is good for her. I think that's pretty good. There we go. Okay. Not sure exactly what you meant, so I'm just gonna overcompensate everything until I understand. Give her. Okay, I got it. There you go. Belly button. It's off screen, so that's okay. Can make the muffin a little larger here. There you go. That's what our focal point wants to be. Is a big muffin. There you go. Okay. So move the arms now to reach over. So bop, bop, bop. A little longer. Bop, bop, bop. It's too long. Just playing with anatomy to try and get it to look at least somewhat appealing. Maybe a little longer. Maybe slightly flatter as a horizontal line. There you go. Okay. I think that kind of works. I'm looking at it. Alright. Say where the belly want to be. I mean, they got weird anatomy. They got like their arms are like weird where they got like if you put like a shoulder thing and then this goes out and then there's like two knees or something and then like another hand and then like a finger. So it's just like whoa. Get out of a shape. So you just have like too many bones. So who even knows about everything else with horses? They got different anatomy. So belly buttons were they get live birds, so they're not eggs. Had to think about that one for one hot sec. Yeah. So I think they probably have to be roughly the same place, I would think. I don't know. There you go. I think that's kind of cute. It's like the anime hairstyle where it's kind of like, where it's like this for some reason. I don't want to mispronounce it because I think it sounds like something else. There's like these little like wisps of like little tiny hairs. As like that's a defining character trait if you have that or something. Or if it kind of like curls around or whatever else. I'm not gonna add it, but I just remembered that I could add it, you know. Shrunk her down, rule of thirds, put her over there. There you go. And I'll round things out and clean it up once I get to nice lines. Let's see. Okie dokie. I think we're good. I feel like I'm confident to put this into final points. Maybe I can clean it up so I can understand what this is. So maybe I should do that. But I do like these lines though, so maybe we could just clean this up on this level instead. How about that? Just so I can understand the layering that I want to do here. It's slightly complex, so I want to just clean this up to make sure that I want this line, and this line. So now I already changed it into this line, which I feel like should be more over here maybe. Can't really see it, but it probably should be shorter. And then something, something like that. Probably. I looked away and it's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Let's see. I don't know what kind of aesthetic. I mean, I made this aesthetic, like this kind of style just right now. So was literally just playing with like, I'm gonna choose these kind of lines and then kind of change these proportions. So I don't know what this really is. And it just kind of came up. There we go. See how that makes slightly more sense. It's what I had before. We had all these 100 lines overlapping each other. Okay. So I feel like that's a legitimate kind of art style, art drawing thing. Where instead of like having 50 layers and then doing the same kind of techniques where I've done where instead of having a sketch line layer and then another layer for clean art, and then whatever else, like another layer for like another tighter, you get tighter and tighter with line, I don't want to say quality, but just like clarity as well. So instead of having individual layers and then working with that, and then essentially deleting the original version, people find that it's like, oh, you could just go to the original and then clean that up, or at least you just go in and erase lines that you don't need, or like your lines that, your helper lines, your reference lines and everything, and then go from there. You might have to do like 2. I don't know if you want to do 2. That's not erase. 2 versions, like a sketch line layer and then a cleanup layer, but I think just for fastness here, I think that this is gonna be just fine. Now I know exactly, hopefully, all the lines I need, and some that I might not, but at least I can just average those lines out. So there we go. I'll be cleaning this up. Here we go. Hi guys. Hi, how you guys doing? Welcome. I'll be cleaning this up, so hopefully this is okay. Hi Brandon, hi Applejack. Hi everyone. Thanks for the heart. Appreciate it. Alrighty. So we can lower the opacity on this line art so I can still sort of see it. Excuse me. And I'm going to get a little bit more, and then what's it good? Final line art. It's supposed to be my vector point version, so I'm going to go to a new layer. Almost forgot that. Choose my tool properties, boop boop, and say, is this good? That's good. Actually, yeah. Okie dokie. I like starting with the ears. I don't know why. It's like a nice, easy grounding point. That's like, yeah, you can't really mess up an ear too bad. So, let's get the opacity all the way up. And they already did like most of the heavy lifting, so to speak, with a lot of this. So just kind of follow what I made. Try not to, whoa, deviate too far from it. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? There you go. Lost her. I accidentally clicked to the next drawing, which you saw was no exposure. So Toon Boom has like a whole frame dedicated to nothing, and then here's your first frame. So that's what happened. I just clicked that because I had my P. My P key is right next to my brackets, the curly brackets, where it's the forward and backwards on these frames. I can go back and forth between my forward and backward bracket keys. So that happens a lot. Okay. Yeah. That's why you gotta like know a program as well to like recognize that's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what happened, and then able to diagnose when weird things occur to go like, okay, this is this problem, and that's because half the time it's just like freaking out and going like, wait, what actually happened? And if you can minimize that time to then go, okay, this happened, and then I'm going to do this operation to clean it up or know what to do to fix it. So there we go. So my magnetics usually are on, and it's usually just off by a bit. This is why we clean it up so I can know exactly what I need. Otherwise I would have got really confused right there. Ear connects to the neck hair. I usually like doing that. I don't like doing this, that. There we go. And then just bending the lines. Curving the Bezier curves is probably more accurate to say, but I don't know. I just like bending the lines. You can like curve them. And then that's basically what you can do with lines, really. You can really do is just bend them. Curve them. But I'm using the Bezier curves to do that. Okay. Move that over. Need a little bit more room so I can see what I'm actually doing here. Okay. And this is just a regular vector kind of process, so let me know if this gets any confusing. This is pretty somewhat basic, so I don't know. At least to me, I've been doing this for like 5-6 years of doing this kind of vector stuff. I started with Flash, Adobe Flash, which is a vector-based program, so I learned basically a lot of like drawing techniques from, that's what we got so far, from Flash, so a lot of it comes from that. I was like, okay, I know what to do. Okie dokie. How we doing? Pop, pop. Get our chubby cheek. And then that connects to there. For some reason this is annoying. But Flash to magnetics is better, but a lot of the other tools in Toon Boom are way more powerful. So it's a weird trade-off where I'm gonna spend nearly the same amount of time just because I'm having to do those connector things, which should be this button for all you. It should be snap to contour. Or if I don't do that, what does that do? Let's get rid of that. So we're gonna have it on, snap to contour. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm just playing around. Oh, it was off. Okay, now it is on. Pop. See, that's magnetic. It's trying to find the nearest point like a magnet. So, seems to not want to behave too nicely. Okay. Usually when I do drawings as well, I usually try to have things as different layers. I feel like it's just easier for me to like edit things quickly, you know? Even if it's just like this kind of simple cartoon or shape or whatever as an illustration, I feel like I still want to always, like I've done commissions a couple years ago where all they wanted was like illustrations of like certain characters, and it's like my brain was like, no, you can't just have it be an illustration, you have to have it be a full puppet. You have to make a full puppet out of it no matter what it is, you know. And a lot of times it's like characters I don't have as puppets, so it's like, cool, now I have to make that and make sure it's the right angle and everything else. So I don't know if I go through the whole, I didn't go to like to the full puppet form of, okay, well it has to have like 20 mouths, you know, a blink cycle and all of that. Mostly it was just like at least enough to be in the same kind of category as a puppet, where like it can have every piece, every facial and body piece as different layers and different, able to be swapped out as different elements. Like the eyeball will be a separate layer, and then I can move that around. I guess it's for easy editing, but for illustrations, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We're spending money doesn't use a lot of layers. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's different because it's like with Flash, you literally are using, I'm using them to, the use of the layers is to make sure that I have that flexibility for, say, like an animation. If I wanted to use one of those commission characters in an animation, I can immediately just do that, you know. If I did it straight for, only for illustration like this one, then if I wanted to make an animation with it, I would have to do a lot more work. But if I made it specifically with the future intent to make it a puppet, or at least to make it animatable, then I'd be already ahead of the game in a sense, you know. So my brain just kind of works better with, or at least more is accustomed to puppets, no matter what. That's like, yeah, let's just do it with puppets and layers and use stuff that I already have. Obviously, is easy. These aren't flat, so I can't do that. What was I saying? There was like a Equestria Girl stuff that's like, oh yeah, I can just use either like my Derpy test, you know, humans, and use those for as a base, and then for whatever character they wanted, I could just take that puppet base and then modify it into the character with any kind of design changes or whatever character it is. Like they wanted like a bunch of Equestria Girls with wearing different clothes over time. That's like, okay, I have a Rainbow Dash, and then they want like the powered up ones or whatever, and so I could just use Rainbow Dash and then use that as a base, and then change the expression more dynamically rather than making a custom happy or sad mouth. I could just, how's a nose flip? Does it go that way or that way? Let me know. Instead of like making a one-time use smile or something, I could just use my library and then speed up the process that way. If that makes sense. If you're familiar, you'll know. But essentially, like, I could like use the puppets as a library to kind of make certain characters in a way quicker. I don't have to start from scratch literally every time I make a certain character, and so that speeds up production time and stuff. So at least that's nice for me. It's good there with my green version. See down. How's that? Or is it weird? I think that's good. Don't worry about the overflowing or longer lines. I'll be doing lineless or outline lists, so that's not going to be the issue. Let's see though. So yeah, able to just start with like a pre-made sort of base. It'd be like if you started like doing a background. Imagine like a Bob Ross style painting, but someone commissioned you or requested you from make a you know, like a I don't know how to describe it to figure this out. So you would need like something that like a lake or something, like with some mountains in the back and like a tree. But what if you already did a Bob Ross one where it essentially is all the same elements, like the mountains the same. You have one that you made already that has mountains and a sky and stuff, and all they really ask is something of new would be like an extra tree. So the question then is, well, I already have something that's basically exactly what you want, plus something that I don't have. So the only thing I would have to do would be to use that original Bob Ross and then add on to it, saving time and money on both ends of both ends of the deal. So it's a win-win with that. So that's the analogy. So I don't know. I think the first couple times I was like, am I cheating because I'm using my own assets, I guess? And it's like, no, that seems fine, I guess. If I made them and everything, it's like, yeah, it's okay. It's just weird to like do a paid commission and then use my own assets just to make something new or something. I don't know. It felt weird at first. I was like, huh? Like, it's like I'm not really. I feel like I'm not making that entire thing, you know, custom immediately. on demand. It's like I'm using my stuff and then adding on whatever they need. So I don't know. That makes sense. I think we got everything. Pop. I don't have the eyebrows. Let's add those in. I have the eyebrows on top to make it more moe. I'm gonna sneeze though, so hang on. Sorry. Okay. Blah. Yeah, they were happy with what they got, so it's like, I guess at the end of the day, it's like saves time and money for both of us again. So, I don't know. It was just awkward. I was like, well, I'm using kind of 3 or 4-year-old artwork at that point, but I don't know. Yeah, let me clean myself here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Thank you. How we doing? Hopefully everyone's awake now. We got the initial point version. Here we go. All happy to go. I think the rest of it is going to be coloring it. How we doing on time? Really good. All right. Oh, I should probably got the belly button. Just for. Oh, it doesn't work. Just for us guys. Shh, don't tell anyone. Shh, it's our little secret. Shh. Okay. Good. Should a muffin have any personality? It could be like somehow happy too. I can add like a face or something to it. It could just be basic. There you go. You could maybe like color it as if they're like, color the eyes as if they were like whatever kind of topping you would add to a muffin. That can work. Alright. Anything else I want to do with some of these could be anchored a little better. Angle these lines a little better here. A little portable. Welcome. Muffin flavored. That'll do. Oh boy. Yeah, I told you that time that it was my dad's birthday and we went to get donuts because he likes donuts. And I was like, well, I got to choose my favorite. Or I got to choose one. And my favorite was going to be a regular muffin. And I was like, I'm okay with that. So, probably should have got a donut. Because that was like especially, special like donut place that we went to for him. But I was like, oh well. Okay. I think that's good. Obviously it looks weird. Let me make it a little bit more. There you go. So it gets more contrast to actually see it. That should help. Big hair is fun. There we go. Alright. I think we're good. Okay. So next step is to, let's flatten it and make that easy. And the special button is create color art from line art. Boop. So I go to the color art layer here. So this was obviously, nothing was here, but we added a bunch of invisible dots and lines and stuff. So I don't have to like manually go in and like clean it up on this layer. If I start coloring things in, I would have to go into each line and then individually delete them. So instead of doing that, I'm able to just have a layer that's specifically only for fills. So I can color this in. So, okie dokie. Just gonna add some colors here. In a way, I could steal my colors from my V2 version. Like I can click here, or I can drag it. I can drag over to where my YouTube is, and then say boop, and there's the hair. Perfect. Okay. This would be skin or coat, and then coat dark, and then what's else? We need sclera, and we need eyeball. Okay, cool. I don't remember what any of these were now, so here we go. This looks like hair. Boop. Boop. There we go. Coat. Coat. Is that coat? I don't think that's coat. I had to separate these, and especially these are now separate. Okay. Looks like there's something going on here. Let's see. This just needs to be over here, and then I'll fill this in. Okay, and then dark, which will be the belly button and the arms. Might have to do another one so I can have a more less contrasty thing there. Whites, eyeball. Okay, so already looks pretty good. I didn't get the muffin because I didn't have that. Okay. What else I wanted? I wanted a separate color that's slightly darker, but just like barely. So I can do this, and then that'll be darker. Perfect. Okay. And then I could have mouth color. Mouth color is, at least on mine, is just the. I'm looking at my VTube. It's just the inner ear color, which I'll have. So I'll just go for purple to make it more like the show. Their tongues are red, but like the inside cheeks are like weird and like this kind of purple. So I'll just have to be cute pink. There you go. Okay. Next. What else? Muffin. Let's add a couple colors for this. I'll get the wrapper. Let me know what kind of flavor, because I can color that to be an interesting color. Another color. Cause I'm indifferent to like just blueberry. What if you guys have something more interesting or more tasty? Let me know. Some of these have holes. Blueberry, my man. All right. Check to see if there's any holes. We will need to have some outlines, so that's gonna be not the issue for right now. I'm sure. Yeah, one of the fan cartoons had her liking blueberry muffins, or like it was like a lemon muffin for one of them. So I don't know. I like blueberry muffin. As a kid, I would always have blueberry waffles, like little Eggo waffles. I would have that for breakfast as a kid for like every day. So, I just like blueberry is good stuff. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. That's gross. Gross colored. I think it's really is just like it's just like having regular muffin color, which could be kind of bright, and then you gotta be eyes maybe be blue, because that could be the blueberry then. And then I'll go with that. Okay. Okay, so next part is figuring out what outlines I would like to have and keep. So I can get rid of not all those. I'd have to individually, click on some of these so I can get rid of some of these. Okay, kind of choose the ones that would like create a circle or like would overlap or something. If this becomes like its own object, if I can connect from here to here as a separate thing, and if they all become one object, then I can just do that. So, that's a little trick. I'll get rid of some of these, keep basically all of these. Keep the mouth and the nose. Muffin's tricky. Don't need the cheek. This gets tricky. Pop, pop, pop. And then don't need these. So either I can go around and go bop, 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 or I can go bop, bop, And now I can just remove all of these like that. So that's what I was meaning. If that made no sense. Earlier what I said. I'll keep the cheeks for now and then figure it out. So, okay. How's that looking? I like some of it to be black. But I would like to keep... Oh, I had that other one. I think it's this one? Yeah. So I can change some of these. Or... Do I have it be? Nope, I don't. Oh, interesting. I thought I had it be going through all the layers. Apparently not. That's when I select certain things. Maybe selecting something on the other layer, which would be lower. Okie dokie. Let's make this a little darker. I think it's a little too light. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's already making it pretty cute. Next thing is what I want to do. What I want to do with the eyebrows, I don't know. How does it look? Yeah, I guess that's okay. Maybe I could change this to be slightly gray. See how that kind of works? Okay. See, I'm still sniffling. I'm going to change these lines and say go to back, boop, layer behind there. So it'll be underneath the mouth there. That was annoying me. Next thing, eyebrows with muffin. New blue. I kind of get that same kind of blue that I had earlier. And then say, make it very saturated and bluey. Okie dokie. Details to her eyes, like Derpy's eye. I think in line with everyone else. I guess I gave Applejack some extra definition. I could add like the Pac-Man eye or something. I don't know how much that'll add. Yep. Wrong one. So I could do something like that, and then if they overlap, then it's like creates this Pac-Man shape, like olden times cartoon kind of shape. So it's not a highlight; it's literally cutting into the eye somehow. And then to the other eyeball. There you go. Yeah, that completely changes the art style. Pretty radically. Alright. Maybe for the muffin, let's go back to color, I think. We can add some small blueberries. Oop, I chipped it away. Oh, okay. Give me another circle. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Not sure why that's happening. Yeah, it's repeatable. So that's interesting. Anyway, I think it kind of works. It's more oblong. Oh, that works. Okay. I'll take it. Bop, 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 bop. There you go. And then I can then copy and paste and flip all these around. Try not to put it too close to the eyeball to suggest that they're not actually the eyeballs. Try not to make him eyebrows either. This is hard. There you go. Maybe just one big fat one there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I can change the angle of this. Let's make it more roundy. Oh, this could be flat, maybe. There you go. Nice. Okay. Next step is to make the lines taper. Tapering is when they go to a point. I'll find out the real definition. Let's do that real quick so I can I say that a lot, but I want to actually. Okay. Taper. Diminish or reduce in thickness towards an end. A slender candle. Gradual narrowing. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. So it just goes to a point. Is what tapering is. So I'm going to take this weird look at the caps. The caps are roundy. So I'm going to... let's have them flat. So that's a rectangular shape. And go taper. So now we get this shape. And if we put that on there, that looks pretty good. You can make it slightly thinner. And without having to make this as a unique or custom like shape, which does take a while, especially in Flash, just like you would have to make line go back up and then exit out, move point to like up there, and kind of move that up there, and then kind of get these to be kind of close, and then you can, it's a lot more fiddling to get that even close. So instead of trying to do that as a shape and then removing the outlines, so that's how you would get it custom and make it. You get more flexibility in this way, that you can change the width obviously the same way, but instead of having to deal with making this that long, you can just take a line and then say taper please, and then say boop, taper, boop. You know, it's less work on my end. So there you go. Taper please. Okay. And you can still edit it and still say, hey, point, why are you over there? Go over to somewhere else. And say, okay, there you go. And then kind of play with that. Okie dokie. 70 eyelashes. We'll have to do all these. Not click them. Just select them, please. Can I select them as individual lines? There we go. So I want only ending, I think. End? Yeah. Gives it to be pretty thin, and then go to a 0 point end. Do it the same with these. Let's see. End. A little thinner. Go to a precise end. Something happened here. Let's just bring that out. Or let's see. This is tricky. Oh, it's because it's that line. So I can get rid of that. And then... oh, okay. So I'll have to... oh, let's see. I can make the line of an end and a flat. And then hope that I can get... so you can see it too. Just trying to get the end point to kind of be more flush without having to deal with it too hard. Saying that I'm selecting two of them. End, flat. Ugh, okay. I'd have to make this a taper. But not this one. You're not tapered. Go back to normal. Please. Unified thickness would be nice. There we go. I don't remember what I have. I have 7? 7, please. And then say, can I have the ending? Boop. Nope, it's taking it as one piece, which is interesting. I wonder if I can separate it or flatten it or something. And then say, oh, there we go. Who even knows? I don't know. But now I can have that go to a point too and say, hey, whatever, that works. Maybe just a little bit. So that actually goes to that point. There we go. And make sure all these other ones, I'd like this one to also be taper. Let's see. Let's go back. Is this the right one? Yep, that's that one. Okay, so I like this one, and I like this one to be like that, 7. And then kind of go actually pretty thick. And then delete that, and then make this line start at a flat. So now it's disappeared. Okay, and then do it for the rest of these, and hopefully it's not too many of them, so I'm not too worried. But it is a lot of work. And flat. Let's have this one be more flat. Let's make this one more round. So you get a lot of creative liberties with doing all this. So I'm having fun. That I can change like the exact tapering that I would like. And say good. And say and flat. Wish I can see. Okay, so I can make this a little thicker. Might have to make this taper as well. And then, yeah, there's not much I could do with that without having to really mess with it for a little longer than you probably are getting bored of. So, let's see. Please select that one. And again, that same thing that I said last time of like, why doesn't it remember what size it is? Like, it just goes to a random preset size for tapering. Like, it could... It could, like, recognize that it's like, oh yeah, this is a 7 thick, line, and then you want it to be taper. Well, how about this preset that we designed it to be whatever? I don't know. Like, I have my size be 7, but then I go to these and it's like, these are presets, and it's like, oh, you want a 12? You got it. So that's why I keep having to click over there. It's just like, okay. Hello, Elijah. We're nearly done, and we're nearly out of time, so that actually worked out really well. Where'd she go? There she is. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy. That's a good. Okay, so we need to do, last thing is remove the sketch. Goodbye, sketch. Pop. And that's right, clean, clean, clean. And then, thank you. I'm gonna add a background, because last time I forgot to add the background for the Applejack one, so gonna do these backwards on stream. There you go. I think there's some ways to do Derpy wrong, but it's definitely a little more easier. Especially I'm so familiar with this character at this point. Okie dokie. And new color, please. Complementary color for Derp. What's it good? Now she's yellow. Yellow and gray are like over here and here. So that leaves me with maybe a green in the middle. I could do the same kind of green that I got as my background. It'll be invisible. Boop. Yeah. There we go. Let's make it a little bit. I'm always one to like have it be on the left side for color wheel. Maybe she brighter so that that right arm is visible, or I can make that a little bit different color as well. A little bit more turquoisey. Let's choose this one to make. Whoa. Let's choose this color and say a little bit brighter or a little bit darker. Which way does work? A little bit darker to see it. So we're gonna take whatever this color is and then say darker, please. Let's be more. I'm looking at this preview, which is just right there, so I don't know why. Try and make it more like that. There we go. It's not bad. So, must be pretty good. There we go. It's so different. I love it. It's like I know how to draw her better than anything else. Okay. There we go. And right on time. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to go to my end card. Let's see if I can get this to be full screen for you guys here. And go to end. And then say, wow, that's zoomed in. Oh, yeah, but that's me zoomed in for the... when we just did one. So... get all these characters. I thought it wasn't gonna work for a sec. Okay, cool. I have to get all the in-ups and then say scale and then say pop pop and then say there you go. Haha. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy, thank you. All right, now it's compliment time. All right, how's that looking? Check my phone. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm actually I'm pretty happy with this. This is a nice lineup, and I feel like with the added experience of doing this for a couple more years, I guess. Because I think the first time I did it was in Flash. Not to say that Flash is bad, but I think mixed with experience and just not having fluid controls, it is kind of, it adds up after a while, and that's like, yeah, I don't know how to do things too well. It's actually the same kind of steps and stuff, but I feel like a lot of the taperings and stuff I would have to manually do, or it'd just be a lot more hassle that would make something a little bit harder. So especially like Spider-Man, like all that kind of like node stuff I did of like, let me make a mask and then have it be only on certain, I don't even remember what I did. Was it cut on just certain colors or certain shapes or something? So stuff, crazy stuff like that would have been more tricky. It's not impossible. Everything that I did is theoretically possible in Flash. I would just go through a different method and stuff. So not to say like Flash is bad. If you're using Flash, good for you. I give you a thumbs up. There you go. I don't have thumbs, so thumbs up. But otherwise, I think we're good. Let me get some good juice. Got some water. Let's get some tap sink water. There we go. All right. Oh, all right. I'm tired. Just looking at things. This is quite a cast. I don't know. Let me know what your favorite is, and here we go. I don't know what mine is. I'm still indifferent to like my two favorite are Yoshi and Derpy. So the other ones I'm not familiar with somebody's. Especially Arissa. I'm not wholly familiar with it to know like what I could fix, you know? Like with Yoshi, I think like some of the proportions a little bit off. Some of the cheek bits are a little bit off. I think these red things are off. Maybe some extra details. And Derpy's like her own art style that I don't even know how to fix at this point. But some of the others is like I don't know. And the Applejack one is like a meme one. That's like, it's not taken as seriously as the other ones. I was very, very serious and like trying to make sure that these look at least presentable. And I hope that I was good to honor these types of characters. So thank you everyone who gave me their these as requests. So hope we're all happy that I've got through all of them. It's about it took about nearly a year, almost to the point, to finish these since I started. So here we are. I'm really happy. What's yours? Yours is Applejack. Applejack's good. Spider-Man turned out good? I think so. Not to say like as a, well, my the game's bad, you know, how's it work? Blame the controls. Kind of a thing, but I when I did this in Spider-Gwen, I had the reference picture horizontally flipped. So that kind of made a lot of the anatomy like really tricky to like understand. So, and when people were like saying at like one point, it's like, hey, can you fix that arm? And it's like I have no clue what you're talking about. I got so right and left brain that's like I think maybe like her arm could be a little bit smaller. I don't know. But it did like clean up each of these a little bit to different degrees and clean up afterward. It's like after a stream, before the next one, I would clean up the one. So I think for most of them, I forgot like adding the background. I didn't add the background for some of these, the background shade color. So that was some really small nitpick that I'm not even thinking right now. So, but there we go. How we doing? We're getting some more water. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. So next time, I'm not 100% sure. Because we finished this. Oh, I probably should finish on this then. So yes, I will upload this picture. I know a couple weeks ago, someone was like, "Hey, when you upload this, I'll like it or something." So if you're here, I'm posted it this in I don't want to say like initial time. When it's ready, I'll post it to DeviantArt. So I'll post it today, hopefully. That'd be the goal. And I think we're good on here. So everything that I wanted to do is on here. So I'm happy. So yes, I'll upload this, and then for this Thursday, I said I'm not sure, and I'm leaning towards going back to that comic book idea that I had, with the scuba cat. I'm not sure. I haven't finalized anything on it. So hopefully, I've got some more groundwork I did do. I'll talk about it more in detail of what I did, but I am leaning more towards that. And then for next Tuesday is close to my 6th or 7th, I can't count, anniversary of my YouTube channel from when I posted my my first animation. I think it's called like my Lyra animation. So I'm calling that my YouTube anniversary, which is like the 12th or something, April 12th. So that's a Monday. So I'll have to have the stream on Tuesday, the Thursday, the 13th, to celebrate that. So I'll go down memory lane of here's some videos I did, and we can chill and just talk about the videos I made. So otherwise, I had the idea that if I don't want to do the scuba, then I might do the anniversary sooner, like on Thursday would be part 1, and then part 2 of YouTube anniversary would be on next Tuesday. But I don't know. Let me guys know what you think about that. Otherwise, I think last time when I did the same thing, it would be I think I only got like maybe like a year and a half into my career, so there's plenty of more content that I've done since I kind of like I did that one where it's like, oh look, here's my 2013 animations, and maybe got into 14 or 15, but there's several years after that, so and I'll have more memory to those newer ones, you know, of like all the production stuff about it, because a lot with those older stuff, it's like, yeah, it's like, here's the file and maybe I can find it, and then I don't know, because usually those ones were just like made in like a half hour literally, so there wasn't much to talk about them, but I think I definitely have a lot more to say about the newer ones. Even if we go back to like 2015 or something, then there'll still be 6 years to talk about. What is it? So 20. Here we go. I'll have to figure it out. 20 future 2021 minus 2013. 8 years. So next week or so will be my 8th year anniversary on doing YouTube with horse videos. So yay. Jeez. That's my life. That's 8 years. That's not a huge amount of my life, but I guess, yeah, like a division of it. I think it's definitely substantial, like 8 years. So no matter what, no matter how you slice that, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, to where I can talk about development stuff. Might get too technical, so if there's any like points of like what's a vector, just let me know and I can answer any kind of questions. Oh, that was another thing. I wanted to do a Q&A. If I want to do it for Thursday, it might be too soon. I'm trying to plan this out as I go. So maybe, okay. Oh, hi. Douche official. Hello. I think the plan is, at least for now, is to have next Thursday will be the comic book development, whatever I can work on. And then next Tuesday, so next week, I'll have the anniversary where I can do some development stuff and talk about development stuff of videos. And then next Thursday will be a Q&A where I can answer any fan questions. So I'll post probably like a Q&A post somewhere so I can like collect them all. So I might do that. I don't know, sometime before next Thursday. So, so maybe like during the weekend, and then that'll have plenty of time. So, I think that's the plan. But how's that sound as a stream plan? I was just like so concerned about that weird like gap of like this Thursday, so in 2 days. I was like, I don't know what to do with that. That either I can do like anniversary stuff before then, before the quote official time is, and then have it be like a 2 or 3 parter thing where it'll just be shifted back one, so then I can talk about more videos as well. But if I do this for next year as well, then I'll have less stuff to talk about. So I don't know. How many questions do I want for go? I suppose enough that I can theoretically fill a stream with them. That would be nice. I know my social media visibility or able to reach a lot amount of people and a lot of activity. Reactions isn't too high, so I don't know. I probably expect it to be pretty. No matter what I say, like, oh, I want 50, but it's like, oh, I only get like 8, and it's like that's good. I like to get what I get. So I'm sure I can like rant or like really talk your ear off on one question. So, but yeah, as well as I'm trying to curate it by doing those beforehand. So then, so like during the stream itself, maybe I can do live questions. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking as well. Is to have some time to also do any questions live from the chat. The only problem is that I'll have to figure out the structure of that, where if I start talking about a pre-curated one, at what time do I, if like at a random point, like a minute into talking about one of the curated ones, and if someone asks a live question, like at what time am I supposed to answer that one? Otherwise, then if I only do if I keep up with the live questions, then I'll always be doing those. Um, and then I won't get to the curated ones. So I'll have to balance that out somehow. You can tell I'm not. I want to practice and figure this out. Run it through my own brain and then try to figure it out. So, and I think it's gonna be tricky no matter what. So I think that might work. I think it might work where if I do curated stuff and then all the way through, and then as the live stream goes, I can or we can like collect the live questions. Excuse me. Collect the live questions, and then during like a toast your time-esque section, go through all the live questions and see how many I can, if I have to lightning round through it or just kind of talk through them. So that's probably likely will probably happen, because I think that might work better, because I want to also get through. Priority is probably to get through all the curated ones first, or at least make sure that I get through all them, and then, because I feel like if I get distracted in live ones, then I'm likely to miss out on the ones that were previously asked. So anyway, I think that's it. So yeah, I don't think I got any answering from you guys whether or not to have this Thursday be. Would you rather see this Thursday be the cat comic, or would you rather be the anniversary? And then we'll have that be as a 2 or 3 parter. Or I guess even I could have. Here we go. There's so many options. Either Thursday be cat, or it'd be anniversary, and then on the 13th, then have it just be the questions then, instead of being the go through stuff. So there's that as an option too. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the cats one. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. The cat comic this week. Yeah, I don't have a name for it. As usual, I don't name things until I finish a project, so I can get like the right, perfect, all-encompassing, like perfect the puns and stuff. So, yeah, I don't have a name for it yet. Cat comic, it sounds fun. So, it's an excuse to sort of work on it as well. I worked on it, like thinking about it, but I haven't really done pencil to paper yet. So, I have ideas where I want to go about it, but I haven't really drawn up anything. As I've been focusing on, the movie, haha. So I've been working on that really, like, almost like a nearly part-time hours each day, trying to get some background characters. That's what the phase I'm in, is trying to get some background characters into the city scenes. Each shot is like, I think there's about 5 characters each shot, but the way that I'm doing it is I'm having to practically make each character. Not from scratch. I can have, like, usually if there's like a taxi or cart, pony, then I can use basically a template, and then a template horse that has either that animation of them running and pulling the cart or taxi, and then recolor them, which takes a little bit, and then export that to a PNG sequence to bring it into Blender, and then there's a huge thing of putting that into 3D and everything. So I would do that for literally every character, and making sure continuity exists between some shots. So it means that I have to make a lot of characters, or make sure to do some in a relative same spot. Or so I'm doing some fun stuff of having, like in part 3, there were some characters that were like turning a corner. They were going down a street, and then in part 4 of having like a shot where like they're where they would be in a sense, if like the time it took between where they were at the time. So I might be fun with that I can reuse the same characters and just like pretend like where they would be in that time. So I'm sort of a stickler for trying to making sure like that kind of continuity exists. You know, hi Josh. To make sure that, well, if you're gonna have like green coated yellow haired horse run south, you can't have the next shot have them be running north and you see them, if they're like close enough to the camera that you can discern them, so being careful and mindful of stuff like that to make sure continuity is relatively probably won't be perfect because I think in two shots I might have included the same horse. I'm not even sure. I got like two mixed up on some of those. But it should be relatively okay. And there's just really, really background far away horses that's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just a weird stickler for trying to make sure that stuff like that is okay. Unfortunately, yeah, I did finish up the content. I finished, you can kind of see Derpy Hooves. She's there. So I finished her on stream. So, yeah. But, yeah, tune in for Thursday when I apparently do the cat comic. I don't know. We'll do my own personal side project. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, wrapping up on this. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that the continuity is okay. That's about it for that. But hopefully the Cookie can pass this on to Star that I've worked on basically his shot. There's a whole thing where we were making a bunch of background pony designs and Star really wanted like a Jules Verne character looking at a telescope. So I got that in. I animated Jules Verne horse looking at a telescope. So there you go. Let's see. I can always jump that up. Yep, totally. And all these videos, all these streams will become videos. Video on demand, which means you can watch this stream right after it's done, and then you can watch from the beginning. And same with all my other streams. I might have to look through a playlist. I have a playlist on my channel for live streams. That's where I put all the quote unlisted ones. Because obviously that'd be taking up a lot of my channel dashboard, whatever. So I put them on listed so that I don't hog it off. Let's see. Thinking we watch these streams? Oh, okay, cool. Well, I think we do kind of make fun of him sometimes, don't we? When he's not here. At least I just tend to do. So sorry. All in jest. Let's see. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that I worked on it, so or I can keep it a surprise until the thing, yeah, the what is it even, the chapter video comes out, and it could be a surprise. That could be a thing too. Maybe we shouldn't. Be whether or not we wanna. I mean, I already said it, but whatever or not wanna surprise. Let me get some brain juice to figure out what even I'm trying to. Let me get some more for good measure. Okay. Forgot to, figured how to talk or stuff. Okay, too late. Oh, jeez. Did you, like, DM him or something? Oh, boy. Oh, I just checked Discord. Thank you, Blue Zuda. Welcome. Alrighty. I think we're good. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to really say unless I'll be repeating the same stuff. So, I think we're good. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out with this, this board here. I don't know. Yeah, these were kind of like the, quote, like, rejects or, like, stuff, like, I wasn't quite familiar with or, like, really wanted to do personally with these sort of, like, characters. So, or, like, I had so many that I had to, like, pick and choose between them. That's, like, some were a little bit easier. Like I knew them, or like we're able to draw them easier. So a lot of these are like I don't know, or these are hard. So I'm actually pretty glad at how they actually turned out. All things considered. So yeah. So next time we'll apparently do the Kai comic, and then next I was gonna say next week, but it's next week will be the channel anniversary, or close to, and then we'll have the Thursday be the look through videos, and then the next Thursday be the Q&A. So we'll have the Q&A probably sometime. I don't know what day. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, just repeating myself. So okay, that's a good time to stop talking. So thank you guys, and you can watch these streams if you're late again to watch these streams as videos. After this is complete, you should be able to watch it, or at least maybe like, no, if it's longer, right? The YouTube thing is if it's longer than 2 hours, it'll be cut up, where you have to like wait an hour before it can get everything as a video. But anyway, you should be able to do that with this because it's only an hour and a half. So thank you again. Thank you guys. I had a lot of fun. This is really fun. Thank you guys for not being too backseaty with this. I guess sometimes you do. But anyway, thank you for making this really fun to work on. And I'll upload this as soon as I can. And I'll put it on DeviantArt and probably on the Discord channel. I'll have that be on uploads or whatever. I don't know what it's called. So thank you guys. Big hug from you guys, from me to you. So thank you guys. All right, thank you guys so much for joining. And I explained everything, so you already know what's gonna happen. So yep, next time we'll be at the same time. So thank you again. Okay, bye guys.